guys. Camera on me right now. Get the camera off of me. No, you're gonna listen to me. You're gonna listen to me because you're never gonna see me again. So once in your life, you're going to listen to me. I'm going to seriously tell everybody what you've done to me.
I haven't done anything to you.
I'm gonna destroy you.
I haven't done anything to you.
Yes, you have. You destroyed everything. I'm forced to go back there. She's gonna kick me out and I have nothing. Just know that when they say on the news that I was found, brutal, that it was because of you. You've destroyed any way for me to support myself. I have nothing. You have destroyed me.
February the 3rd, 2010. Greg's video, I'm a Banana, it's submitted to Touch.0. The video goes viral and driving traffic to Onision's channel. I'm a banana, I'm a banana. Seeing I'm a Banana on television, Shiloh began to look into Greg's channel. April 2010, Shiloh reaches out to Onision seeking relationship advice. At the time, she's dating someone with schizophrenia who is verbally abusive to her. They eventually break up. Shiloh and Greg begin communicating over Skype, sometimes 8 to 10 hours a day. Greg becomes interested in Shiloh after learning about her successful music career. If you could save me now, would I want you to? Operator, operator, don't call me. I'll call you later. Greg and Shiloh turn a friendship into an emotional affair. Shiloh is 17 and Greg is 25. They are 8 years apart. Shiloh is a minor at this point. June 2010, Greg allegedly threatens to divorce Sky for the first time. October 2010, Greg allegedly threatens to divorce Sky for the second time, but it doesn't go through with it. December 17, 2010, Greg and Sky separate.
My life and Sky's life. She and I have decided to get a divorce.
December 21st, 2010, Greg shows Shiloh the divorce papers he drafted himself that are meant for Sky. He then tells Shiloh he loves her for the first time. December 22, 2010, Greg shows his handwritten divorce papers to Sky, bullies her into signing it, verbally harassing her for hours and hours and hours. The contract is later thrown out in the court, considered to be an illegitimate legal document signed under duress. December 24, 2010, Greg announces his divorce to all his fans. I cannot put this on for copyright reasons, but he's saying right here that Sky came with her sister to take all her clothes, and he's like surprised that they took belongings and they left the house a mess. So this is part of, of what happens with a divorce, but he was so surprised. December 25th, 2010, Sky makes her last appearance on Onision's channel.
Going pretty good for me too.
December 27, 2010, Greg totals his car by hitting a deer during a snowstorm his way to Philadelphia, to Pennsylvania, to meet Shiloh.
Onision here, the vegetarian. Yeah, I just hit a deer back there. That kind of sucks a lot. My car is total.
December 28, 2010, Shiloh and Greg meet in person and begin privately dating. Shiloh says that they had almost immediately after meeting for the first time. After his arrival, it was just immediate. According to Shiloh, the hotel notified the local police, resulting in Greg's computer being searched under suspicion of CP. This was largely due to Shiloh's age at the time, the presence of camera equipment in the hotel room. This event causes Shiloh to have a falling out with her mother, as she was under the impression that her mother is the one that had called the police.
A lot of people are asking on my Facebook wall how I met Shiloh. Shiloh saw my banana video on TV and she thought I was gay.
Shiloh maintains that the relationship was abusive. During the time that they were together, Greg restricted Shiloh from certain who she was allowed to contact, what she was able to eat. Greg would not allow her to wear makeup, and that Greg would sexualize everything and anything. January 2011, Greg moves into an apartment in Toronto to be with Shiloh. Greg found Alicia's suicide modeling pictures and shows them to Shiloh, admitting that to them. Greg begins to show Shiloh that he uses, including graphic hentai featuring underage being. Shiloh is so distraught that she leaves the apartment, only to have Greg chase her and beg her to come back. A week after Shiloh moves in with Onision, he begins locking her out of the bedroom. She would often cry outside of the room, begging him to stop. April 12, 2011, Greg introduces Shiloh to his fans through Onision's girlfriend's video. April 2011, Shiloh turns 18. She spends her birthday at the Sandman Hotel next to the airport so that Greg can fly her out of the country without needing her mother's consent. June 2011, Shiloh suffers a grand mal seizure, the shower due to stress.
Why aren't you looking at the camera?
Look at this. Hey, calm down. No, it's okay. It's okay. Look, I'll show you. You've been having a lot of memory loss problems lately. Hey, he's alive.
That's good. No.
He was never dead.
This comes after Greg had made a comment about her being clinically obese and had to lose weight because he couldn't pick her up during. It should be noted that Shiloh continues to have seizures due to this event. 2011, Greg uploads Shiloh Forgot Me, a video documenting Shiloh having a seizure-like episode and losing 3 years of memory. Shiloh doesn't see a doctor after this incident. Greg later deletes it because of public backlash. June 25th, 2011, Shiloh defends Greg's decisions to not take her to the hospital during the Shiloh Forgot Me episode. June 28, 2011, Greg uploads a video titled My Girlfriend's Beautiful. The video shows footage of Greg editing a video and Shiloh sleeping next to him. She's twitching and she's like saying something in her sleep. Shiloh will later revealed that Greg would have her sleep right next to him so she could be available whenever he needed to himself. So that she could service him whenever he wanted. So that she could be just right there, right next to him. Oh my god. He also mentions that her behavior during her sleep, it was actually because she was having a lot of stress, a lot of seizures, and just a lot of brain situation when she was asleep because all due to stress. So it was real. Whatever she was murmuring, whatever she was like in the video, is because she was messed up. June 30, 2011, Shiloh uploads a video titled Bald to showcase her new shaved head. Look at her face. Look at her face of disgust. She clearly hates him. Look at her face of disgust. Then she realizes she's making that face and she's like, goes back to smiling. Right there's like, okay, I need to fix myself. I need to compose myself. And she goes back to, oh, I'm smiling. I'm good. Everything's good. Oh, this video is gross. It was clearly to humiliate her. It was clearly just for her to go back to the internet and see how he left her bald. Shiloh later reveals that Greg took her to the bathroom in the middle of to shave her head. Forcibly shaved her head. That man is sick. Humiliation kinks. Pregnancy kinks. Just, that man is sick. July 4th, 2011, Greg and Shiloh, they have the big breakup. This breakup comes because Shiloh threatened to off herself. Greg soon calls the police. There's a video of that. Resulting in Shiloh being taken to a mental health facility, she was eventually able to contact her mother, was discharged. There is a video about this.
To realize he's been telling people lies. He has a camera on me. Look at me, Greg. I don't care if you record me, you're gonna listen to me.
I haven't done anything to you. I haven't done anything to you.
Yes, you have. You destroyed everything. I'm forced to go back there. She's gonna kick me out and I have nothing. Just know that when they say on the news that I was found, that it was because of you.
We broke up.
Look at me.
We broke up.
Look at me. You've destroyed any way for me to support myself. I have nothing. You've destroyed me.
Can you take a step back?
No.
I'm backed into a corner.
A few days ago or something. What would you like us to do, sir? You called.
I called my sister and she told me to just leave, to just move away.
That's
I mean,
probably
this
a
is
good idea.
Yeah. But here's the weird thing. I can't stop paying utilities here. I can't shut it off because that would be an illegal eviction according to the people I talked to.
Yep.
Shiloh eventually moves back to Canada, and Greg flees to his home to live in LA. July 5th, 2011, Shiloh reveals in a forum that Shiloh and Greg were trying to have a kid together. 14th to the 16th of 2011, Greg uploads a video saying Shiloh threatened me, explaining how he's afraid for his safety. This is the video that I'm talking about. He was trying to blame her.
It's very unfortunate that I have to broadcast this on my main channel, but I need the message to get out before Shiloh attempts shutting me down completely. In the last 24 hours, Shiloh has threatened to destroy me. In the last 48 hours, I've had to call the police on Shiloh twice. Both times, the police officers sided with me, realizing that I was being the reasonable party and that Shiloh was being hysterical.
He says that he called the police, that it resulted in Shiloh being taken away to a mental health facility. Sometime after he uploaded this video, he uploaded another video saying the truth. It was an attempt to prove how Shiloh was really unstable, and he was trying to prove that, you know, he was a victim and all. But a lot of viewers didn't sympathize with him, so he deleted the video. August 18, 2011, Greg announces that divorcing Sky was the biggest mistake he'd ever made in his life. He tried reaching to Sky, many times before, saying that Onision's girlfriend video was a joke and that he don't really have a girlfriend, and he was trying to get her back. She did not respond. What a queen. What a queen. Sky queen. September 26, 2011, Shiloh and Greg announced they're back together and engaged.
I'm back. It's like that.
She's back with the ring. Shortly after this, Greg and Shiloh were returned to his house in Washington. Shiloh has stated that the fridge was full of rotten food. October 11, 2011, Greg uploads Do I Have STDs? Where he goes to Planned Parenthood with Shiloh. He uploads a video later saying he doesn't have an STD. October 27, 2011, Greg and Shiloh announced that they're expecting.
Pregnancy has been pretty hard on me.
Shiloh does claim to be pregnant right now. She claimed to be pregnant publicly.
December 8, 2011, Greg and Shiloh announced that they have miscarried. December 15, 2011, Shiloh receives medical test results over the phone, and she was told that she had a risk of going septic if the deceased fetus did not pass. At the age of 18, she Googles going septic, right? She mistakenly thinks that she has sepsis. So, you know, she got it wrong, rather than at risk of having a septic abortion. The misunderstanding leads to Shiloh and Onision uploading a video saying Shiloh has sepsis.
Shiloh was blood tested in regards to whether or not she was pregnant, and it concluded that she was going to miscarry, unfortunately. Results came up that concluded she had sepsis, or has sepsis.
In the video, she says that she's going on a plane soon to go to Canada, so she could be treated. The video receives immediate backlash because all the viewers conclude that Shiloh is not septic. Shiloh is not suffering from sepsis. December 17, 2011, Shiloh left Canada. December 28, 2011, Shiloh announces her and Greg's 1-year anniversary on Facebook. December 2011, Canada, Shiloh goes to the hospital and she receives medication because she was having severe abdominal pain. She's asking for Greg at this time. She's in Canada. Greg is over here in Washington. And, you know, at the time, her mother hides her passport, so she cannot go back to Washington, you know. January 2012, Greg's passed her $1,000 to Shiloh for a new passport. She will later spend it all and pawn her engagement ring for an Xbox. February the 1st, 2012, Greg and Shiloh officially have their last breakup. February the 8th, 2012, Gregory announces that Shiloh had been cheating on him. February the 16th, 2012, Shiloh apologizes to Onision for cheating. He does not accept the apology and calls her a cheating scum. February the 17th, 2012, Greg is announcing he's trying to take Shiloh to court for the money that he sent her for the passport.
With some of the people at Judge Judy, I mentioned briefly before that I was going to contact Judge Judy about being conned out of almost $2,000 by my ex-girlfriend, and it turns out they're interested in my case. The only question is whether or not we can get that old Canadian down here to see some American justice.
Then later that day, Greg announces that she's not going to go after Shiloh because she's Canadian and Too much trouble. December 17, 2012, Greg uploads a video claiming that Shiloh was an animal abuser, lied about being pregnant, unfaithful, and a thief, among other things. April 6, 2018, Shiloh's manager contacts Greg and asks him to remove all the videos he has of her. Greg calls him, refuses to comply, records the entire conversation, a video that then he uploads to YouTube. Oh my goodness. It was eventually deleted because he realized that he was violating the Washington State wiretapping laws. November 6, 2019, Shiloh does an interview with Chris Hansen. She talks about her experience in depth about what happened with Onision. Discuss how it affected her music career.
Once again, we are deep into the investigation of Greg James Jackson Onision and his spouse Kai. We are very fortunate tonight to have with us Shiloh. She's been on this program before over the weekend on assignment in Los Angeles. I had a chance to spend some time with her again, and we are fortunate to once again have her back on the show with perspective to talk about this case and where we go from here. Shiloh, first of all, it was wonderful to see you this weekend in Los Angeles.
It was
the young people stayed out.
We definitely did.
In the middle of the interview, Chris Hansen receives an email from Greg, which he changed his name to James now, saying that Shiloh was a liar. In 2020, Shiloh appears in a Discovery Plus documentary series in real life. She details her experience and speaks about the abusive nature of their relationship. The series not only explored just Shiloh's side, but also stories of many other women had been in a relationship with Onision.
Has cult status on the internet and amongst YouTube, and people are attracted to that.
Also on YouTube. As a 16-year-old, I was like, oh, he's cool.
And that was it, you guys. It was supposedly going to be followed, the whole investigation about Onision with Chris Hansen. He sold the story. Nothing came of it. There's another lawsuit right now with Onision and everything, but we can talk about that in another video. I want to give thanks to the website whoisonision.com. Yeah, he has all the timelines of events if you guys want to go check it out. So I want to thank you and give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.